Hello, my name is Anna. Welcome to another English lesson. And this lesson is devoted to listening. But first of all, we start with some vocabulary, just as usual. Excited. It's when you are agitated, when your spirits are really high and you really have lots of very mixed emotions and uh, you you just and just very active, and also you're a bit kind of worried, but it's a pleasant thing. You're just very elated because of something great happening, so that's excited. Then poem, so that's basically the same as a rhyme, only it's of a higher level. So rhyme, it's something that rhymes, but it's very simple. But poem is more of a poetic kind. But still, again, if it's not blank verse, it's just something that rhymes, basically. Uh, okay, then right now means immediately. Then bother is it's like to interfere and prevent from doing something. So be in a way, sort of. And then chatter is just to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk without stopping. And so people who chat like this are called chatterboxes. That talks just without stopping. Then boast. It's when something happens or something is really good um, about the person, and they just tell about it, and they just show off telling about it. They boast. Now plenty of, so that means a lot of. Now pancake, so this is a flat bread, flat and thin bread that is cooked in a pan. Clean is not dirty. And allow, to let, to permit. And climb, you can climb mountains. Monkeys can climb trees, for example. And 4, this is just because. So this preposition shows us the reason. And trunk, so trunk, this is, so there's a tree, and the tree has a root. This tree has roots. They are under the ground. Then there's trunk, and there are branches on the trunk, and there are leaves on these branches. And so trunk is this part. Then smooth. So when the surface is smooth, you can easily glide along it. Now, bare. Just like naked, or for example, if it's about a tree, it means that it's without leaves. Elder. So someone of an elder age inside the family. When we compare age of several people just in the whole world, so they are not relatives. It's old, older, the oldest. But when it's inside one family, and again we compare the age, it's elder, it's young, elder, the eldest. So for example, Lily is 7 years old and Jim is 3 years old. Lily is older than Jim. But Polly is Jim's sister. Polly is Jim's elder sister. See how it works? That's how it works. Wood. So wood means when you suppose something, or when there is a condition, and so when you actually express your thoughts about something, and when you express only your desires, and there's a certain condition that is necessary for that to be true. And a very simple example can be, I would get it if I had a chair. It means that right now you don't have a chair and you cannot get it. But if you had a chair right now, you would get it. So it is possible, and it can be possible, but right now you don't have the chair. This is not possible. Just because of this chair, because of the absence of this chair. Then air. That's what we breathe with. Serve is just when we, for example, serve food, or it can be used figuratively, just like it is suggested here. Like, very funny sentence. I'll serve you as a chair. So it means that the person is going to play the role of a chair. So that's how it can be, but it's really it's too figurative. And so let's start listening. One day, Polly came home from school very excited. When she entered the room, Mrs. Bell saw that the girl had some news. What's the matter with you? Mrs. Dell asked. Oh, our school newspaper is going to give a prize for the best poem written by our pupils, Paula said. Are you going to win that prize? Mrs. Dell asked, smiling. Of course I am. I'm going to write the poem right now. Will you give me a new copybook? May I sit at the table in your bedroom? Don't tell Jimmy that I'm at home. Don't let him bother me. Paula chattered. Stop chattering. It isn't nice to speak so fast. People may call you a chatterbox, her mother said. But Mammy, only listen. You tried to write a poem last night. I saw it. It isn't good at all. I'll write a much better one. You'll see. Quick, quick, give me a new copybook. I have no time to lose, Paula chattered. Do stop talking nonsense. We'll see who will write the best poem. It isn't nice to boast. You must have your dinner first, Mrs. Dawes said. I won't, Mother. I'm not hungry. I have no time, really. I have no time, Polly cried. Nonsense, Polly. You have plenty of time. We have pancakes today, Mrs. Dawes said. Oh, pancakes. I do like pancakes and honey. All right, I'll eat just a little, Polly said, sitting down. Polly, for shame. Why you always forget to wash your hands before dinner? Mrs. Dell asked angrily. But my hands are clean, Mammy. Look at them. Aren't they clean? Paula said, showing her hands. Maybe they look clean, her mother said, but it is better to go and wash them. All right, Polly said and ran to the bathroom to wash her hands. After dinner, Mrs. Dell allowed Polly to sit at her table. She gave her a new copybook, and Polly wrote a poem. Here is Polly's poem. She was right. She wrote it very well and won the prize. Little Bears by Polly Dale. Once saw little brown bears found a pear tree full of pears, but they could not climb up there, for the trunk was smooth and bare. If I only had a chair, said the elder brown bear, I would get the biggest pear that is hanging in the air. If you do not soil my hair, said the younger little bear, I will serve you as a chair, and you can get the biggest pear. So that's it. This is all. And as we see, the mother is definitely spoiling her children, and it's really kind of not right to say like that when someone has such an inspiration, such intellectual, such a stimulus for intellectual development, and they're kind of pushing it away from them. It's not good. Of course, if people need food, they get it. But to stop them from intellectual activity and kind of substituting it with just physical needs, it's not quite right. Because if she really felt like it's necessary for her, like that's an immediate, it's something immediate, and if it's really that's like she can't do without it, that's right, then she should act like that. But when she puts the intellectual activity at a higher priority than just the simple biological needs, this means that the girl is going to develop intellectually, right? And so it's better to allow people to just to follow their instincts and not to force something on them, trying to replace one thing with the other. If Polo was hungry, she would sit at the table right then. But she was so excited. And when you lose that state, that elated state, you may also lose your inspiration. When you lose your inspiration, you're already not ready for certain activity, and maybe you will never be ready for that activity. And is that good? Not at all. So it's kind of thing to think over. It's better to be ready with something, but not to prevent something from happening. And intellectual activity should always be persuaded. But maybe you have some better solution for this. Share it in the comments and let's see what alternatives are out there. And I'll see you in the next lesson.